Attention on domestic violence is growing after national and local headlines showed the effects of it. The need for room and shelters for victims of domestic abuse is also growing, yet funding is dwindling. News 18's Kelly Roberts reports how much funding is being taken away.
Lafayette's shelter for victims of domestic abuse opened in 1985. The need for room in the shelter is growing, but also the understanding of what a victim goes through is also growing. So YWCA Domestic Violence Intervention and Prevention Program Director Jasmine Dowd says the shelter is looking to expand.
Knowing what we know now and how much things have changed over the years, we're really looking to expand to really fit the needs and give the women and children and people of domestic violence situations the respect they need in terms of moving forward.
But as the need goes up, the funding is going down. Indiana Coalition Against Domestic Violence Executive Director Laura Berry says last fiscal session, the state budgeted $3.5 million for domestic abuse programs, about $700,000 more than the last budget. However, right off the bat, 10% was given back to the state for surplus. Then Berry said on Monday she found out the state is asking for another 20% or more than $800,000 back to balance the budget.
That amount of money alone would support the full operation of 4 24-hour shelters.
Berry says as more funding is cut, shelters will eventually start to close, and she sees the rural communities taking the hit first.
So we're going to have to count on programs like, for example, Lafayette could have to take on all of the work of just north of them in the rural communities. Their service area would expand with no more money and no more bed space.
Berry says the state is already in crisis mode when it comes to providing beds to victims and keeping employees. For more on the Coalition Against Domestic Violence and Lafayette's YWCA program, visit WLFI.com. Kelly Roberts, News 18.